Healthy mothers look at their children's accomplishments and successes and feel joy and happiness. Narcissistic mothers, specifically towards their daughters' accomplishments and successes, feel jealousy, envy, and competition. For me, growing up was extremely confusing because on one hand, my mom expected me to be perfect, but on the other hand, she didn't want me to outshine her or dim her light. So my mom would gloat about my brother's successes and accomplishments, but as soon as I had anything good going for myself, she would find some way to sabotage that for me. Growing up, I loved singing, and I made the girls' ensemble and finally made a solo part. On the night of the concert, my mom was trying to do my hair in French braids, and I became overwhelmed because my hair wasn't perfect. And rather than trying to be a mom and help me through it, she just threw her hands in the air and said, "Fuck this, you're not going." And I never went. My dad ended up going to the concert, sitting there through the entire thing, and was like, "Where is my daughter?" After that, I was removed from the girls' ensemble. My heart completely shattered, and to this day, my mother tells this story, blames me, and laughs about it, when really it was her failure as a mother. When I was married and had 2 children, my mother swooped in and took over my role as wife and mother to my children because she was so envious of me. She would tell me all of the ways that my husband intimately satisfied her. She laid out all of her positive pregnancy tests on display for me to find. I always liked rainbows. She was never fond of rainbows, but when they got engaged, she made it a point to get a rainbow engagement ring. She literally wanted to be me. I remember feeling like she was honestly trying to drive me to commit suicide because she was too much of a coward to take me out herself. But if only I was out of the picture, her life would be picture perfect. After my husband left me for her, when I was finally able to purchase my own vehicle, she didn't look at me like she was proud of me. She looked at me like she was envious and jealous of me. Like, how could she do that? How was she able to manage that? Fast forward years later, and I decided to give my mother another chance. I decided to move my family to Florida, and we were temporarily staying with her so that we could purchase a house in Florida. When I awoke to her fiance essaying me in my sleep, I told her about it, and I knew I needed to get me and my family out of there as quickly as possible. So I went out and filled out an application for a $40,000 loan and was approved. I kid you not, my mother literally looked at me and snarled and was like, "Must be nice to just fill out information online and get approved for $40,000. Must be nice to just get that kind of money handed to you." Still just so full of envy, jealousy, and competition with me. All of this to say that if any of this resonates with you, please know that it was never your fault. Let that bitch go. Don't ever look back. She is the sick one, not you.